Good morning,
Good morning, students. Today is a special day. We wish to salute and remember the great freedom fighter, the real life hero, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose.
In January 1940, Rabindranath Tagore wrote in his article called Deshonayak, after a lapse of many years, I am addressing one who has come into full light of recognition. This addressing one is none other than Subhash Chandra Bose. Tracing back to Subhash's early life, Bose was born on 23rd January in the year 1897. His father, Janakinath Bose, was a famous lawyer. His mother, Prabhavati Devi, was a religious and a pious lady. In Cuttack, Bose was admitted at first to Protestant European school and later on he was shifted to Ravenshaw Collegiate School. He secured the second position in matriculation in the year 1913. For higher studies, he came to Kolkata and he was admitted in Presidency College, then known as the Hindu College. His nationalistic feelings came into light when he was expelled from Presidency College for assaulting Professor Orton for latter's anti-India comments. After that, he took admission in Cottage Church College, from where he graduated in philosophy in 1980. To fulfill his father's dream, he went to England to compete for the ICS examination. He secured the 4th rank in the ICS examination and he was recruited for the job. But his nationalistic temperament prevented him from serving the alien government. So he resigned from the job and in 1921 he returned to India.
After returning to India, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose came under the influence of Mahatma Gandhi and joined the Indian National Congress. On Gandhiji's instructions, he started working under Deshbandhu Chittaranjan Das, whom he later acknowledged his political guru. Soon, he showed his leadership mettle and gained his way up in the Congress hierarchy. In 1928, the Motilal Nehru Committee appointed by the Congress declared in favor of domination status. But Subhash Chandra Bose, along with Jawaharlal Nehru, opposed it, and both asserted that they would be satisfied with nothing short of complete independence for India. Subhash also announced the formation of the Independence League. Subhash Chandra Bose was jailed during civil disobedience movement in 1930. He was released in 1931 after Gandhi-Irving Pact was signed. He protested against the Gandhi-Irving Pact and opposed the suspension of civil disobedience movement, especially when Bhagat Singh and his associates were hanged.
Subhash Chandra Bose was soon arrested again under the infamous Bengal regulation. After a year, he was released on medical grounds and was banished from India to Europe. He took steps to establish centers in different European capitals with a view to promoting politico-cultural contacts between India and Europe. Defying the ban on his entry to India, Subhash Chandra Bose returned to India and was again arrested and jailed for a year. After the general elections of 1937, Congress came to power in 7 states and Subhash Chandra Bose was released. Shortly afterwards, he was elected president of the Haripura Congress session in 1938. During his term as Congress president, he talked of planning in concrete terms and set up a national planning committee in October that year. At the end of his term, the presidential election to the Tripura Congress session took place in early 1939. Subhash Chandra Bose was re-elected, defeating Dr. Pattabhi Sitaramaiah, who had been backed by Mahatma Gandhi and the Congress Working Committee. Clouds of World War II were on the horizon, and he brought a resolution to give the British 6 months to hand India over to the Indians, failing which there would be a revolt. There was much opposition to his rigid stand, and he resigned from the post of president and formed a progressive group known as the Forward Bloc.
Subhash Chandra Bose now started a mass movement against utilizing Indian resources and men for the Great War. There was a tremendous response to his call, and he was put under house arrest in Calcutta. In January 1941, Subhash Chandra Bose disappeared from his home in Calcutta and reached Germany via Afghanistan, working on the maxim that an enemy's enemy is a friend. He sought cooperation of Germany and Japan against the British Empire. In January 1942, he began his regular broadcast from Radio Berlin, which aroused tremendous enthusiasm in India. In July 1943, he arrived in Singapore from Germany. In Singapore, he took over the reins of the Indian independence movement in East Asia from Rash Bihari Bose and organized the Azad Hind Fauj, Indian National Army, comprising mainly of Indian prisoners of war. He was hailed as Netaji by the army as well as by the Indian civilian population in East Asia. Azad Hind Fauj proceeded towards India to liberate it from British rule. En route, it liberated Andaman and Nicobar Islands. The INA headquarters was shifted to Rangoon in January 1944. Azad Hind Fauj crossed the Burma border and stood on Indian soil on March 18, 1944. However, defeated by Japan and Germany in the Second World War, forced INA to retreat, and it could not achieve its objective. Subhash Chandra Bose was reportedly killed in an air crash over Taipei, Taiwan on August 18, 1945. Though it is widely believed that he was still alive after the air crash, not much information could be found after him.